Yeah, my name's Zamani. I'm from the UK. I'm part of a new project called Aergo, working with a partner here in Korea. My job is to help lead the company with a strategy to develop Aergo as a new platform for businesses who want to use blockchain and cloud computing for new ecosystems and new products and services. My background. So I'm live in the UK. I spent 30 years working for American software companies, developing new technologies like Linux, like virtualization and cloud computing. And then for the past 8 years, I've helped businesses use technologies to build infrastructures like cloud computing at Deutsche Telekom in Germany. So I was introduced to the founder of a company called Blocko, Wonbom Kim, by a good friend of mine who's an advisor to Blocko, and he heard they were thinking about developing a new open source project. Because of my background in open source, I was introduced, and we became good friends, and I started working with him. Yeah, the reason I wrote the article was 20 years ago, exactly in 1998, Linux was a new product, and it was a challenger to Unix and Microsoft, and it was an open source project, and like blockchain, it was disruptive, and it took quite a lot of time before people understood this, and then companies like Red Hat and SUSE came along to develop the technology and help businesses. And I think there's an excellent parallel between how blockchain will evolve in business, like Linux evolved in business and cloud computing the last 20 years. So we have a view within Aergo that for blockchain to be successful, it needs to solve a real big problem, and the problem is data and trust. They say data is a new oil. Well, if that's true, then it's controlled by companies like Google, Apple and Facebook. So we think we can democratize data by pushing data out into a world computer, into a system, and we think blockchain has the potential to do that. But to make it work, you need a lot of technologies, a lot of people, a lot of developers. So our vision is to make blockchain real for businesses around the world. Yeah, so Blocko is a company in South Korea, in Seoul, where we're interviewing today. They're unique in that they have probably the most experience in deploying real blockchain systems for companies like Hyundai, Kia Motors, Lotte Card, Samsung and Shinhan Bank. So they've built a unique skill in understanding how you can make blockchain work. And that skill has been used to develop some products. And those products have been given to Aergo as a foundation for us to take them to the next level. So Blocko is in effect the genesis of Aergo. They supply the technology and the people to start this new platform. So we have a very close strategic relationship with Blocko. So what Blocko does, they help people and companies build private blockchains, mainly banks. What we're doing now is actually extending private blockchains to public blockchains together. So Blocko will continue, in fact, work very closely with Aergo to allow those customers to now move from private chains to public chains. And what that means is they could actually start developing new business models and new products where they can share their data outside of the company with other companies, like an ecosystem. So Blocko will help us take Aergo to real customers. Yeah, the agenda is probably linked to the challenges. The number one priority for us is to get good people. It's a people business. It's not just technology. Technology comes from great engineers. So we need better people, more people around the world, not just in Korea, in Europe, in America, in China. So our biggest challenge will be to build the team to be able to execute on this vision. Blocko and Aergo are not just working on a blockchain, we're working on a complete platform that combines cloud computing, software development, open source with blockchain. So that's quite a big thing. So our biggest challenge will be to get more good quality people and train young people as well, and then attract customers who want to try this new technology out. So it's really customer adoption, growing the team, and then the rest will follow. Yeah. So it links back to my second point around customers. It's very easy to get distracted and work with too many different customers who all have different requirements. So one of the challenges is to focus, to find customers and partners who can really hone in and zoom in on using the technology now to develop the next version and the next version. So it's very easy with new technology to go fast, too quick, before the customers come along. So we need to be patient, pick the right partners, have the right team and the right customers and work together and develop this slowly. So I'd say the biggest challenge will be patience and just focus. Let's start with the regions. So the genesis of Aergo is here in Korea with Loco. So we will heavily focus on Southeast Asia with Korea as one of our bases. Also China, it's a very strong market. We see great synergies between our products and what the Chinese industry may be doing. And then Europe. So we will focus for the next few years on Korea, China, Europe, and then over time move to North America as well. In terms of customers, we don't have a specific customer in mind. It's a type of customer. So whether that's manufacturing, automotive, supply chain, healthcare or government, if a company wants to share data with other companies or other employees where they need to share trust, Aergo is a great platform for that. So it's really any industry where there's a need to share data, where you don't want to control data and share and democratize data. A weakness is probably also our strength, that we have a very grand vision, a very big vision of the future technology and where the market will be, but that's also a weakness because you can go too quick and not focus. So I'd say our weakness is the vision is very large, it's a very complex project, and that's a weakness because it's difficult to achieve, but I'm sure with the right people and more good people, we'll achieve our objectives.